Welcome back to Q&A with Janette, the segment that I reintroduced for really a bit of fun and to answer your burning questions about me, my career in the media, and the media in general. As a Janette TV podcast audience viewer or listener, you can feel free to submit whatever questions you have or want to know about my career in media. Before that, my career in PR. You can also ask things like how media can grow your business, how to get more media coverage or media attention, how to improve your on-camera presence or presentation and performance skills, how to overcome a specific issue as a woman in any industry, or how to balance out your personal and professional life. You can send your questions to media@JanetteBurke.com. That link is below. Today's question comes from viewer Justine Callaghan, who wants to know, what are the 5 most embarrassing or unusual things that have ever happened to you or me at a red carpet event or shoot, which is a technical term for filming? Well, thanks for this question, Justine. I'm so glad you asked it, as being on the red carpet or at a big shoot isn't always as glamorous as it looks. Over the years, I've had my fair share of memorable moments that were equal parts cringeworthy and laughable. Here are the top 5 that stick out. Number 1, the wardrobe malfunction that stole the show. Imagine this. You're on the red carpet, surrounded by flashing cameras, and suddenly your outfit decides it's time for a solo act. Yes, one of my dresses, stunning but temperamental, decided to play peekaboo with the press. Between strategic posing and a quick pin borrowed from a kind stranger, I managed to keep things covered. But it's a moment that will forever make me double check every zipper and clasp. Number 2, the time that I was almost locked out. There's nothing quite like showing up to a red carpet event only to find out they've already started closing access. One time I was running late. Thank you, traffic. And literally had to talk my way past security. Let's just say my media badge and my charm got a workout that night. It was a close call, but I made it, barely, just as the event kicked off. The third thing is the wrong gate fiasco. I was all set up to interview the legendary Jimmy Pankow of the band Chicago at Molson Amphitheater in Toronto, which is now Budweiser Stage. But instead of heading to the correct location, my videographer and I were sent to the wrong gate at the venue. Cue the panic, as we had to have Jimmy back on stage for his solo and were very pressed for time. We had to mad dash across what felt like a maze, heels clicking, hair flying, heart pounding. But by some miracle, I made it just in time. Flustered, but composed enough to pull off a great interview. 4, hair totally gone tomorrow. True story. I was mid-interview, deep in conversation, when I felt my chignon hairpiece start to shift. Before I knew it, plop, right there on the floor. I froze for a second, then casually kicked it and picked it up and joked, "Well, that's one way to let your hair down." The guests laughed and we carried on, but inside I was mortified. Oh, and let's not forget the time when the fake nail popped off and nearly hit someone, or the time when my magnetic fake lash fell down the cheek before being carried away by the wind. Now, the 5th one is the accidental overshare during one red carpet event. I was so busy thinking about the next question that I didn't realize my mic was still live. Let's just say my candid comment about aching feet was picked up by the audio crew. Thankfully, it wasn't broadcast anywhere, but it taught me to always double check whether my mic is on or off. Even with these mishaps, the show always goes on, and I wouldn't trade these stories for anything. They've given me great laughs, kept me humble, and made me so much more prepared for whatever the red carpet or a shoot throws at me. Well, that about sums up my 5 most embarrassing or unusual things that have ever happened to me at a red carpet or shoot. Join me again for my next Q&A with Janette. And don't forget to submit your questions to media@JanetteBurke.com. Link below. Bye for now.